Hi guys, it is the first of the month, which means it's time to shop my stash. I used so much of my stuff this past time. I did. I used so much. I didn't use all of my palettes, but I pulled palettes that I knew I was going to be using in collabs and things like that, and projects and all of that. So I went about 75%, I think, on the palettes. But all the rest of the stuff, I used quite a bit of it. I'm looking over here because that's where everything is. That's where my shop stash stuff is now. And I'm really happy that it's there because if it was over here is a dresser that I have everything in, I would have to get up and get something all the time. So I love that this is here. I love that I was able to put everything here. I put a lot of it away when I did my makeup inventory pictures. I was like, you know what? It's almost time to shop my stash again. So I put it all away. So it's going to be a lot easier to choose stuff because everything's already back in its little home. So if you want to see what I choose, then stick around. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Andi. I'm really happy that you're here. All right, guys, let's shop my stash. Okay, you guys, I'm hoping this works out. We have a different setup now. I have a different kind of tripod thing that I am trying out for my desktop. So hopefully, this is my new desk. Hopefully this works out. So we have palettes that are staying in because they are in projects. So this is the Ace Beauté Floral Vintage. It is in my 50 shades, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shades left to use. So I'm going to keep that in. And then I'm going to keep in my Bridgerton from Pat McGrath because this shade right here is in my Pan Those Eyeshadows. Also in my Pan Those Eyeshadows is the BH Mimosa palette. I have to use this one several more times. I don't really know how many. So those are staying in. And the only other palettes that are staying in, because I have not used them, and I really want to, is the Blend Bunny Blends palette. It is an all matte palette. I've had it in for, this is the 3rd month now. And I'm using it with the Aurora Lights because that is an all shimmer palette. The other one's all matte. This is all shimmer. I feel like they'll go really well together. This is from BH. Did I say that? So those are the only ones that are staying in. So I am bringing in my Beauty Bay Jade palette. I have not used this in a while. It's been a while. So there's still some summery colors. We still have some summer left. So there's some summery colors in here. So I'm going to bring that in. And also my Ace Beauté Flare palette. I have never used this palette. And I think there are some fun summery things that can be done with that. Also, I am bringing in my Sweet Shop Cotton Candy palette. This was given to me by Ash from Makeup and Chaos, and I have never used it since they had given it to me. They gave me this one, the pistachio, and the bubblegum, and I haven't used any of them, and I really want to. So I'm going to bring that in. And then I just bought this. So this is the Glam Light Sweet. This is the Glam Light Ice Cream Dream. I just got it. I've never used it. It's so pretty. I brought in my cake palette last month, so I'm going to bring that in. I want to use it. Glam Light had it on sale for $22, and I snatched it up. And because I need variety in my life, I'm going to choose one palette from each of the 6 bins that I have in my drawer because I never show them love. So this is the first bin. It has my quads in it, and it has just smaller type palettes. I do not know. You know what? I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to bring in the Blushing Berries from this one. I think. Maybe not. Maybe the Space Case. This has beautiful taupey shades in it. I feel like I have plenty of purples, so I don't want to bring in any purples. Did I bring this in last month? This is the Creamsicle. No, I brought in the Citrus Fizz last month. My Sorbet, my mom borrowed it, but she's bringing it back. I haven't used either one of these melt palettes that I got. Yeah, I'm going to bring this one in. This is the Bad Side Zodiac Fire. I have not used it yet at all. So I'm going to bring it in. That's my one palette that I'm going to choose from this little bin. I'm going to put my space case back. The next bin I have are, they're not little palettes, but they're palettes that don't really fit on my shelves, like my bookcase type shelves. Two of these are not used. I'm not going to use them. They're just here for nostalgia. Maybe. This is the She's in Parties. Subculture. That's very fall. I'm trying to do some summery. No, I don't want that one either. What one do I want? No, I'm not bringing that in. I'm going to bring in the Revolution Corpse Bride palette. I got this from Kim, from Hanging Out with Kim. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I know I already have purples. But that's okay. You guys keep bumping my table. Okay. Let's see. Not that one. This is Betty Boop. You know what? I'm going to bring this in. I have not used it yet. I won these singles from Mary Catherine Loves Cats. And I'm going to bring, I have used the purple one. She gave me 4 purple and then these 4. And I thought that would be a really pretty sunset look. So I am going to bring that in. And then I have these. This is Laura Geller, the Casual Collection. I got this from Ash. So pretty. I did a Get Ready With Me. No, I didn't. I did a palette collection bingo with this. They're such light shades, but they're so pretty. Let's see. Do I want that one? Yes. I'm going to bring that back in because I haven't worn it in a while. To me, it's kind of like a winter. Let's see. I love this one so much. This is the Morphe 9V. I'm bringing this in. I'm bringing that in. I use that a lot, but I love it. Okay, we have ColourPop 9 pans. And I am bringing in, no I'm not, because it's purple. Dang it. I have enough purples, you guys. I'm going to bring in this. This is the Main Squeeze. I've never used it. Had to have it. It's very summery. I'm bringing that in. And then the last little bin I have, these are the little bit bigger ColourPop. And I am bringing in Dang it, I already had my mind made up. I was bringing in the Springs. I've never used it. I got it in a mystery box. Yep, I'm bringing that in. It's very summery. I'm bringing that in. I was going to do the Give It To Me Straight because I freaking love this palette so much. I got this from Ash as well. This is one of my favorite ColourPop palettes. But that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing in the Springs because there's a little bit left summer, a little bit more summer. I can't freaking believe it's August already. Okay, we're going to do primers. I have taken out all of my primers that are in packaging still or that I haven't used. And those are in a backup drawer because they're just taking up space. I'm not going to use any of them until I finish some more primers. So I'm going to pull this Ulta Beauty Poreless Face Primer. I do like this. I'm glad I got this little mini because it gives me a chance to use it. And I may end up purchasing the full size once I maybe get done with some others. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring in this Purely's Soft Glow BB Primer. This says glow. It doesn't really have a glow to it. Otherwise, it would be in with my glow primers, but I do like it. And then I'm not going to bring in an eye primer because I have my e.l.f. over here that I've taken the stopper out of it and I'm trying to use it up. So I'm not going to use another primer until that is gone. Okay, now these are my glow primers. I'm going to bring in this Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1 Instant Rage Rewind. You know what? At work, they would probably think that I needed some Rage Rewind. The Instant Age Rewind. I haven't used this in a little while, so I'm going to use that as my glow primer this time. And this is the messiest one. This Natasha Denona came broken. So far, it hasn't leaked anywhere. I am going to bring back in my e.l.f. Camo CC Cream because it is almost gone. I can probably finish that this month. I do have a backup, but I'm not opening it yet. And my Yensa. I've been using this, and I really love it. This is the BC Foundation BB plus CC Full Coverage Foundation. Now, it is not full coverage. It is not. But it is nice. So I'm going to use those. I'm going to bring both of those in. Eventually, I'm going to want to finish these two, but not yet. All right, most of my concealers are over here, sitting up because there's so many that are almost gone. But I'm going to continue to use my Koki because I want to use it all. I want to use it up and get it out of here. I don't know how much is left in it because I don't think you can see through. I don't think you can see through the packaging. I think the packaging is actually opaque. I've not taken the stopper out. I feel like there's still a lot in there. So I'm going to continue to use that. Yeah. I'm going to continue to use that, but I have it sitting up so that I can tell how much is in there. Although I can't tell how much is in there. Let's see. Contour. This is amazing. I love this. This is the KVD Mod Con. I got this in the Ipsy Drop Shop, and it's amazing. It's freaking amazing. You know what? I'm going to bring in one of these little guys because I do want to try to use it. I'm going to bring the Pretty Vulgar in. I've never used this. I don't even know if it's the right shade. And I need to use it. I don't know how long I've had it. So I am going to bring that in too. Pretty Vulgar. We'll put that over there. Okay, back to contour. I don't want to bring in... I only basically have two really cool contours that match me right now, and that's these two. This is more of a cream bronzer. Although I keep it in here, I should put it in with my cream bronzer because it's such a warm. See how warm that is? You know what? I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to bring it in for my contour. Why not? We'll see how it is. If I don't like it, then I will. I used to wear it all. That was my contour. Like, that was my only contour that I owned. And I did finish. I've finished like 2 of these in my life. So I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, time for powders. Oh, you guys, I don't know. This needs to go. That needs to go in my backups because I'm not going to open that until I get some of these other ones done. Same with, this is a Laura Mercier that I must have gotten, I don't know, in a gift with purchase or a box or something. I don't know. I don't know where I got it. Okay. So I'm going to bring in this pressed powder. This is the Avon Glow. As you can see, I've had a lot of use on it. Sun-Kissed Glow. Now it's pretty matte. Like, it doesn't have much glow to it. So I don't know why they call it glow, but it does buff out like your blush and things like that really nice for like a finishing powder. And I'm going to use this. This is almost gone. This is Avon also, and this is their Transparent Glow. This is such a beautiful, I don't know if they still have this or not. This is kind of old, but I mean, it's almost gone. I'm going to bring that in. And then for my under eyes, I'm going to bring this in. This I got from Stylevana. It's white, and it smells peachy, but it is really nice for underneath the eyes. I'm going to put my Laura Mercier back in there. I'm going to put my Laura Mercier in my Overstock because it's unopened. Okay, we're going to bring in a bronzer. This I've only used like a couple times. I don't really want to use it yet. This was a blush, and I moved it over to my bronzers because it's more of a bronzer. I think I'm going to pick one of these Melt because I do have my Belgian Waffle in my 50 Shades of Yellow / Gold. But for something different, this one is in the shade Malibu, and it's pretty dark. And this one is in the shade Long Beach. Oh gosh, that's even darker. That's really dark. I've never used it. I may pass that along. I don't know. That's really dark. No matter how tan I get in the summer, that's still going to be way too dark. And it's pretty red as well. I'll have to think on that. I am going to bring in this Melt, though. I'll bring that in. I knew I was missing this. I was like, where's my Revolution? I'm going to give that a little break. This is a cream bronzer. I'm going to give it a little break, and I'm going to bring in the Golden Days cream bronzer by e.l.f. I've used the heck out of that. So I'm going to bring that in. Give my Revolution a little break. The Revolution is tired. She's tired. I've used so much, and I love, love, love this. Love this. All right, let's put that over there. Now we're going to do powder blushes. I do have 2 blushes in my 50 Shades project. And they are the Berry Amore and the Rose d'Oro. But I need variety. I'm going to bring in my Laura Geller Tropic Hues. Is that this one? So pretty. Guys, it's so pretty. I'm going to bring that in. Let me see. No, that's too light. I'm going to bring in my Cabana Boy. That is from the Balm. This one's old. This is old AF. Back in the day, the balm was sold at my supply house where I got my hair stuff, and I bought that then. And you know, I haven't used this in a while. This is Wet n Wild Color Icon and Mellow Wine. I'm going to bring that one in too. I don't really have any warm blushes, but I didn't pull any warm blushes. Psh, look at this. Isn't this pretty? I'll probably never use it, but it's gorge. Look how pretty that is. I got that in my last Slay Glam box, I think. It's just really pretty. You know what? I'm going to bring this in. This is in the shade Tiger Lily. It is a little bit warmer. And I'm going to use that on top of a cream blush. So here are my cream blushes, and I am going to bring in a warm cream blush. Strike. I'm going to bring that in. Yes. And what is this? Between the Sheets. Wow, that's very similar. Are those very similar? Oh, wow, those are very similar. This one's darker. Ah, damn. Well, I'm still going to bring it in. I need to bring in some of my e.l.f. putty blushes, but I'm going to get some use out of the older stuff. And then a cream blush for a cooler tone. Oh, that's warm. Oh, that's really pretty. Yeah, that's cream. I do have my Danessa Myricks Vision Flush in here. Yep, that's it. That's all I'm going to pick. Okay, now we're going to do some highlighters. And I'm not sure I'm actually going to choose anything because I have this highlighter in my 50 Shades project. I have this highlight palette in my 50 Shades project. And then I also have my Concha from Glamlight, which is a really pretty purple. Maybe I'll just choose one. You know what? I want a fancy one. I'm going to choose my Huda Nymph Kiss for something super fancy because I don't have anything super fancy in here already. And then here's my cream highlighter and loose highlighters. I do have my Flexitarian in my deck of panning. Let's see. I'm going to bring in my Cab Cosmetics. This is in the shade Beam, Luminous Dust. I got this from Laura the Bargain Hunter, and it is a gorge. And I'm also going to bring in my Cara Beauty Blush Palette. I don't ever show my face palettes enough love, and I have the bronzer and the highlighter one over there. I'm just going to go ahead and pull that in, and I'm going to pull in my Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palette. These three are creams. These three are powders. I recently got this from Dion Loves Makeup, so I'm going to use that too, because let me tell you what, this blush right here is gorgeous. It's so, so pretty. I haven't used this yet. but I have used both of these, and they're lovely. Lovely. So the rest of the stuff I'm going to choose as needed. The eyeliners, mascaras, lip liners, lipsticks, all of that. I'm just going to choose that as I need it. So that's it, you guys. Okay, that is everything that I am choosing for the month. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the things that I chose. If you're doing the Shop My Stash, how you did last month, all the things. Tell me all the things. I really appreciate you guys being here. And until our next adventure, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later. I put a lot of my Shop My Stash stuff. That was hard to say. That was hard to say.